I come from the west side of Oahu, Makaha, born and raised. I was born in the era of the days, my father being Buffalo, Keualana. Makaha was my birthplace and grew up right there at the beach. That was my backyard. But my father was the first park keeper there. There was no lifeguards. And just growing up as a kid, my parents, we could swim before we could walk, and he would throw us in the rip, and that was kind of our roller coaster ride, and he would teach us how to get out of the currents, and we'd swim out in the surf and watch our uncles, and everybody was our uncle back then, George Downing and Uncle Buzzy Trent and Greg Knoll, and those guys and stuff. And back then, all those guys, they had no leashes, they were just in shape, they all could body surf, they all could swim, and it was more of one happy time, of such one rich time of growing up, where it's no boombox, and everybody would sit down and eat and play music. And my father would not just feed us, but he would feed the whole beach. He would take people out and go diving, and back then there was 1,000 fishes back then. It was like Makaha Beach was more than Hanama Bay. Everything was alive, and when you took care of the ocean took care of you. And walk back in the valley and trade fishes with the farmers, and the farmers would give you, vegetables and watermelon. And like I said, we're trying to revert back into sustainability, and just thinking of how we grew up was such a rich time where we really never need money. It was just a magical moment in life. And now being one parent and growing up and trying to share those moments with your own kids, nowadays, and trying to instill those values that you learned along the way. I think that's the greatest treasures that we all can share in an ocean community. And that's one of the things that I always say, that we're not divided by land, but we're connected by water. And regardless whether you're from Australia, Japan, New Zealand, we all share that ocean culture and become that family.